welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new video. I am here filming another one. I currently came up with this idea randomly and it's just a very spontaneous video that I decided to film. Before we get into it, my name's Amelia. If you didn't know, I upload things like vlogs, lifestyle kind of videos, anything that comes to mind. And if you do enjoy this video or think you'll enjoy any of my other videos, please give it a thumbs up, please comment down below, please subscribe, and please follow my social medias that are linked in the description and they should pop up somewhere in this video. And without further ado, let's just get on with it. Okay, so recently I have got into reading. If you haven't been keeping an eye on my Instagram or my vlogs, you won't know, but I made myself a goal this year that I was going to get back into reading. Originally I had a set goal of 16 books for the year. I've currently done 4 and it's only the middle of February, so I'm hoping to beat that goal, if you know what I mean. But I also got in the habit of watching BookTok and BookTube now, and I was watching this BookTuber, what was her name? I was literally just watching it before I filmed. Where is it? Her name's Haley Alderton. She's a booktuber on YouTube, obviously, and she does this thing like her monthly TBRs, which I've googled, it says to be read. I decided instead of doing a monthly TBR, I'm going to do it my TBR, my to be read books of the year, books I want to read this year basically, not including the 4 I read. I've got quite a few books here and they vary from fiction to non-fiction. So I'm just going to get on with it because we could be here for a while otherwise. I'm going to start with the one I'm technically reading at the moment, which a lot of these ones, by the way, are very popular, very TikTok famous and BookTube famous, because BookTok and BookTube famous. First of all, the one I'm currently reading is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I think this is very widely known, it's very popular. It is about a girl called Lily who wants to own her own floral shop, and it talks about a guy who, the best way to describe it from what I've read so far and what it says back is there's this guy called Ryle. He's assertive, stubborn and a bit arrogant. It's what you see at the moment. She also talks about this guy called Atlas who she knew about, who she met from at school, back in school time. So it's very interesting. And it talks about her story, her relationship with her dad and how it wasn't great. And I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm only on chapter 6, so it seems good. I want to know if it's worth the hype. I will obviously keep you updated on my vlogs, and I will be doing a yearly review at the end of the year of all the books I actually managed to read, so keep an eye out for that. Next one is one I started last year, never really finished, but everyone goes on about it. It's not a fictional book, it is Good Vibes, Good Life by Vex King. Everyone goes on, I've heard a lot of people go on about it and it is good. Because it's not a fictional book, I think it takes me a while to get into maybe not get into these books, but more like actually read them. So I'm trying to read this alongside the other one, like read a chapter or 2 before I read that one in the night. It's from the library. It's We Just Clicked by Annabelle. I was very interested, one, because social media is a big part of this. And also, you know, I love social media, but also I just love the idea of this, like fake dating and then falling in. I got from the library is Our Story by Miranda Dickinson. I'm not going to read the blurb, not going to lie, because it is a longer one and you won't know what's going on, but I'll read you what the quote says from Sarah Morgan from On the Day We Meet Again. It says, an engrossing love story beautifully written. And I was just very interested in what the story was about. It says a spark of true joy, an absolute gorgeous modern love story. I love a romance. I think you'll probably be able to tell this by the amount of books that are in this list for what I want to read this year. I'm a romance, I don't like the word horse, so I'm not going to say I was about to say romance whore, but I just love a romance. I would choose a romance any day to read because I love to fall in love with characters, and I love to fall in love with a story, and I love to fall in love with someone's relationship, I guess, in a story, so it works. The next one is something I bought from the library in my Christmas stocking, which is The Improbability of Love by Hannah Rothschild. And I'll just read you what the Daily Mail said about it. It says, deliciously wicked, exquisitely written, shimmering with eye-catching detail. Beneath all that, there's a serious debate about the value we put on things, whether it's art or relationships, and the prices we're prepared to pay. A masterpiece. I'm very much intrigued to see what this is like, and I cannot wait to actually read it. I'm definitely intrigued by it because I don't know if it's something I would pick up usually. It is also a bit longer than the usual books I've got here, but again, I might like it. So I can't wait to read that. Next one is another kind of like, I hate the word self-help books, but they are technically self-help books. Sorry, it is a self-help book, but more like it's one of those ones that I feel like any young person should read. I feel like once I've read it, I would recommend to young people. It is What a Time to Be Alone by Chidera. I can't say her last name. I'm very sorry. I don't want to read, but it's I love the look of the book, and I just think it's a good way to. It says, learn how to celebrate you. Don't worry about them. Feel the togetherness in us, and I can't wait to give this a read. I think looks like a good book. The next one is I bought it as a self-help book because at the time I was like going through a really like I need to figure my life out, la da da, and then I think it's also more of a it's more like a self-help book, but I don't know. It's everything I know about, and there's parties, dates, friends, jobs, life, all crossed out. So it's everything I know about love by Dolly Alderton. Heard some good things. I literally started reading this in the summer of 2020, and I got 21 pages in and stopped. At that point, I really wasn't into the reading. I think that was the year I bought Queenie, which I did finish reading in January, and I read it in like a week. I was obsessed, but I bought it 2 years ago. The next one I recently bought is Just Haven't Met You Yet by Sophie Cousins. I love the look of the book. I think it's really cool. But apparently it's a sparkling and hilarious romantic escapism. From what I heard, it's like two people at an airport get the wrong suitcases, and it's like what if fate had other ideas. I'm really intrigued. Could you tell I like a romance? I'm really intrigued by the story. I've not actually heard of this author. I also didn't hear about this by anyone. I saw it in Sainsbury's. Then I bought The Last Goodbye by Fiona Lucas. I bought back in uni last year. Again, wanted to get back into reading, and I never did. I kept buying books, and I was like, I'm going to get back into reading. Did I ever get into reading last year? No. I think now that I've finished uni, I've got a bit more time to actually want to sit down and read a book. But basically it says, after loss, can your heart ever learn to heal? And I think it sounds like a very sad, I'm not sure if I'm ready for it. And I think it's going to be a really heartbreaking book to read, so I'm ready to cry my eyes out. But I also think it sounds like a good book. So, another one I'm going to give a read. This one is When the Curtain Falls by Carrie Hope Fletcher. I only bought this because I love Carrie Hope Fletcher. Like, she's a theatre girl. She's on the West End. Seen loads of her like Heather's vlogs. I've seen all of them, and I'll just read you the first paragraph, even though it doesn't make sense. In 1952, two young lovers, Fawn Burrows and Walter Brown, meet backstage in a beautiful West End theatre during a production of The When the Curtain Falls. Between the clandestine meetings and stolen moments, they must hide their love from the other one person who will stop at nothing to keep Fawn. It's basically then 70 years later. A new production arrives. I'm very excited again. Another romance, obviously. Love the cover, and if you don't know me very well, you should know one thing. I absolutely love the theatre. Okay, then this book I got given as a birthday present from my friend. It's The Key to Happiness by I can't say the name, I'm very sorry. It says How to Find Purpose by Unlocking the Secrets of the World's Happiest People. And I think it's basically what you can see. It's a self-help book again. I hate that word. I don't know why I hate it, but I just think I don't think it's a great. I like the look of it. I'm gonna give this a read probably after Good Vibes, Good Life. Because I can't read both of them at the same time. And then I have 500 Miles From You by Jenny Colgan. I again bought this last year, hoping, and I think I'm pretty sure I remember the vlog. This was during lockdown last year. For some reason, I'm getting more into reading when we're not in a lockdown than when we are in a lockdown. How that happens, I don't know. I think it's because I have less time at home, so when I'm at home in the evening, I like to chill, and reading helps me. Says on the front, 3 months, 2 strangers, 1 love story. I think it's really cute. The sound of it's like another romance. It's really cute. The cover looks really cute. And I'm very excited to give this a read this year. And so I picked up also Daisy Jones and the Six because I thought I want to give both of them. I wanted to give this a read and see if it. I didn't read the other one before getting this, but now after reading Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, I want to see if this is any good. I have heard that the writing style in this is different, so I'm gonna have to get used to that first. But I cannot wait to give this a read. I think it's definitely a hyped up one, so I'm really hoping it's not an overhyped one, and I don't. Sorry again for the quality change again, and probably the loudness compared to my camera. I had to film my phone because my battery's died. And to be fair, I kind of expected this to happen because I wasn't planning on filming a video today. If I was, I would have prepared it, but wasn't planning on it, and I don't have a day that I can do it other than today, so for a while. So I thought I'm just going to film the rest of my phone. We haven't got much to go. But as I was saying, I really hope I'm not disappointed by this book. I really hope that I am, and I'm not disappointed because of the hype, because I do sometimes fall into the hype, and I try not to because I do like to have my own, not fall into that, but I really hope I like this because I like her other one. So another one is by another, I think these authors are just overhyped, not overhyped, but very hyped up on social media right now, and it's another Colleen Hoover book. It is Ugly Love. Heard several good things about this book as well. Definitely want to give this a try. Think it's, but I'm gonna wait. It looks a bit shorter than It Ends With Us, so I can't wait. But again, it seems like another romance. If you couldn't tell, I love a romance. I think I've said that about 4 times, but yeah, I just think it's gonna be interesting to read. I'm kind of hoping it's not going to be as much italics in this than it is in the other one, because one is something I bought, I think on New Year's Day or when I went into town, but it is Alexandra Potter, Confessions of a 40-something fuck up, and this looks good. It says on the back, say hello to a book that will have you laughing with every page, whether you're 20, 40 or 80. Can't wait to give it a read at some point. This one is Happy Sexy Millionaire by Stephen Bartlett. If you don't know, he does the podcast, Diary of the CEO, and I saw this and just really wanted to buy it. I think it'd be a really good one. Heard a lot of good things about it, so that's on my list of things to read. Kind of like a motivational book, I think. His podcast is definitely motivational, so I feel like this could be a bit motivational. There's another one I bought from the library. It's called More Than a Feeling, and I just think it's gonna be a good one. It looks interesting. I'm excited. Haven't heard anything about it, and it says it's Kate Woods is a laugh out loud, funny and life affirming. So this definitely is something that stands out to me. Can't wait to read it. This one I've heard good things about. I've not actually heard much about it, but I have seen people talk about it or put it on book talk videos and stuff. And it is Dolly Alderton, Ghosts. She's the one who wrote Everything I Know About Love. I've been meaning to. This has been in my basket on Amazon for, I don't know, a good couple of years, I think. Maybe a year at least. And I kept saying I wanted it. I finally got it. The first line of the blurb says, everything gets easier in your 30s, right? So I'm already intrigued. Short book, excited to read it. Not sure what to expect from it, not sure what it's about, but I'm excited. It's Makeup Breakup. And this was when I was trying to figure out what to read after Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. It was between this and It Ends With Us, but I put a poll on Instagram and more people chose It Ends With Us than this, so I chose to go with this one, but not this one, the other one. This one looks interesting, and I actually cannot wait to give it a read. It says a quote. A review says a delightful, clever enemies to lovers rom-com full of Menon's trademark sunshine with a bit of extra heat. Makeup breakup will make you swipe right. Yeah, it's by Lily Menon, I think that's how you say her name, by the way. I love the cover, I just think it's simple, but the colour just stands out. I absolutely love it. Next one is a book actually written by someone I've been following on Instagram and also have spoken to several times before. She did I don't know if she still does YouTube, and we were in a social media group together back 4 years ago, and her and Andrea Severson, I think that's her name, wrote a book together called More Than Fate, and I bought it mainly to support her but also wanted to read, and I actually cannot wait to give it a read. It's 2 women, 2 lives, 2 love stories, a lot of fate. One woman is 20 and one is 40, and I can't wait to give this a read. Share by Beth O'Leary. I've heard a lot of things about this. A lot of people talk about it and said it's good, so I cannot wait to give it a try and watch it, read it. Okay, and finally, before we get to the ones I'm gonna buy or hoping to buy soon, the series one I want to read. It sounds so basic because it sounds like something you probably would have read when you were younger, and I did read a couple of them when I was younger, the first 3. Then I stopped reading them and just watched the films. It is the Harry Potter series. I love Harry Potter. It's another thing I love as much as the theatre. It's Harry Potter, and I really want to read the series. So I've got the books up there. You can probably see it. If I point in the direction of it, you can probably see it. It's just there. I want to read the books, so I'm gonna read them all eventually this year. I think at some point in the next couple of months I want to start reading The Chamber of Secrets because that's the next one I need to read. So I can't wait to read them. I know I know it's basically gonna be loved. The only problem I have is I do like the films a lot, so it's gonna be very hard, but I also know that it's gonna be things that are not in the films that are in the books, so I can't wait. And the final 2 I want to read is Not Normal People, I've read that. The Conversation with Friends by Sally Rooney. Heard so many good things about it, and I know they're turning it into a series soon, and I kind of want to read it before watching the series this time, but I know I'll probably end up watching the series first, but we'll see. It depends when it comes out, really. So Conversation with Friends is the one I really want to read. And then finally it is The Hating Game. I cannot remember who it's by because I know it's on Prime now as a movie with Lucy Hale in it, but I really want to read the book first, but we'll see. I'll probably end up watching the film before I read the book, but we'll see. But anyway, this is the end of the video. I am very sorry for the quality change again in this video. I guess it's not as important as my Sheen haul though, the quality change. Do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below. Please subscribe, and I will see you again very soon with another video.